time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 5. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago,
and it's a fumble. And he'll go down at the 28.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Connection with Walker going across the formation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Penix. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. The Falcons had 7 and 4 on the year. They come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Ravens touchdown. That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Given 9 there on the first day of completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Operating from the gun, Penix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 70 range. 70 range.
And looking to throw, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Derrick Henry all alone. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Penix. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Can't hear it no more.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
19 tight. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now he's free at the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man London right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Roquan Smith providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes, oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Still fighting for more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London.
70 yards.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Falcons 10. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 8-yard pickup. And the Ravens first down.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slowed things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Robinson on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lane's definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down and 10.
Here we go, side.
Now it's the backup Darnold.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, side. My man, my man.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Go, side.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 53-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Still going. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Darnold now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And this is caught at the end. And brought down now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson now. this throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Zay Flowers. Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Jackson will throw again. Now a run here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense, they've got the four-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Darnold. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Now, when did I go to that?
Here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Baltimore.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught at the 2. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returners, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He dumps it off for Henry. Stays on his feet. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Danny Gray,
His 1st touchdown on the year.
and the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, 69 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Falcons 23. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they look to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Ravens are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Robinson up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. To throw is Darnold.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
37-yard line.
Red 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Time. The lady. Reset.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
Here we go, set. Go red 80. Red 80. Reset.
Now it's Darnold. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to reincarnate it right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Again, Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Baltimore.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll try and do this himself.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. And here come the whistles and a timeout. with 7 seconds left. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.